Welcome in. Welcome to the live. If you're watching the playback, welcome in. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscriptions, your well wishes, and your support. Everything you need will be in the description box below. The High Vibes playlist will be there for your manifestation, meditation, and healing needs. If you're returning, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscriptions, your well wishes, and your support. Everything you need will be in the description box below. The High Vibes playlist will be there for your manifestation, meditation, and healing needs. I already did that. Cool. I do sing and I do cuss. I hope that doesn't bother you. If for some reason it does, I ask that you return back to Tarot Land where there are other readers that are much more in alignment with you, as it may not be me. Still love you, but need you to be where you need to be in order to thrive, flow, and grow. Welcome in. What's up, Janine? What's up, D? What's up, Muffin Stuff? Welcome to the live. After this, we will be going over to TikTok. So if you are interested in discounted reads, they will be available over there. I would love to have you for those if you are interested. Okay. This is going to be a collective daily download message for those of you who may not be aware. Keep it cute in the comments section, as many people on their spiritual journey are trying to overcome negativity. We have so many spiritual attacks that constantly go on with people. We have so many of our own shadows to face and things to work out within ourselves. So only ask that you be respectful and understand that when you think about leaving negative comments, anything that's really just over the top anyway going to be blocked. But I like to give people a warning just in case you don't know how it goes around these parts. Okay. Hey Bree, welcome in to the live. I want to get into prayer and we're going to get into this message. I want to thank all of you who have purchased personal private readings with me. I would love, I appreciate you, and I love to have you every time you come on over. Okay. So let's get into prayer. Holy Spirit, holy angels, ancestors, and guides of the highest white light, I ask that you protect me from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet, my aura and energetic field, as I do this message for the collective. I ask that you would show clear, accurate, and concise messages at this time. Whatever it is that they need to know for their highest and most loving good, Holy Spirit, I ask that you would give me the messages so that I may give them to the collective accurately. Um, Concisely and accurately, so they may have the messages they need to know for their spiritual growth and their personal development. I pray that the right person receives this message at the right time for the right reasons. Holy Spirit, holy angels, and may the highest vibration find us at all times, as we are forever grateful for your messages. So it be, so it be, and so it be. You know we knows it. So let's see what's going on for the collective. Happy Thursday. Holy Spirit, what do you have for the collective at this time? Please and thank you. Make sure you guys double tap that screen if you're watching the live currently to like the live. It does help get the message out there to those who may need it. If you're watching the playback, hit that thumbs up button. I would love to have you as a subscriber if you feel guided to do so. All right, so we got the Queen of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. Ooh, starting off strong, baby. I heard, can't nobody tell me nothing. We got the Tower. I'm picking up an energy. Some of y'all, you already know that you're meant for something great. And I feel like you're holding that energy. Some of y'all, you're getting really confident. I don't know why, but the Queen of Pentacles with the High Priestess is giving me like a confident energy. We have the Page of Cups coming out in the reverse. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. We have the Hangman in the reverse. We have the Hierophant. Just need one. And we have the Nine of Swords. You know what this is giving me? Some of y'all, you are very divinely connected. Okay? You see things before they happen. You're able to either speak things into existence or you're able to give insight where there's no clarity. With the Six of Wands in the reverse and the Two of Cups, I feel like along the way, because the things that you have either predicted or saw did not play out. I feel like a lot of people didn't believe you. But with the Tower and the Hierophant, I feel like the divine is raising you up, because even with this Hierophant energy, there's an ascension to this Hierophant. They're going up the stairs. Well, he's not physically going up the stairs. I'm hearing crossroads for some reason, but I feel like people were on the fence about like the things that you would say, but I feel like it stayed planted. Whatever you said stayed planted into their minds. Can I get 2 cards for overall energy, Holy Spirit? We have the Death card and we have the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Overall energy. Okay. What I'm getting from this energy is, for a lot of you, you're very intuitive. You can see things, like I said, before they happen. Page of Swords in the reverse, but I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, you've been solid since day one is another thing that I'm getting from this energy. Like, you've been very solid with your energy. And I feel like as you've been transforming, it's kind of like where you deserved a lot of credit, recognition, acknowledgement from the people that knew you, you didn't receive this energy. But now you're about to be received by people that truly want to work with you, that truly want to, or they truly see you for who you are the first time. And the people that didn't like acknowledge that, give you that opportunity or give you your credit where credit was due, it's kind of like they're going to feel like real fucked up about it with the 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords. I feel like there is a person or people that kind of feel like guilty for not believing you, not choosing you, not understanding what you were trying to say the first time around. And I feel like these are people who, let's say you gave somebody some advice. They didn't listen to the advice because they felt like you don't know what you're talking about. Let's say you were intuitive, especially if you're like a reader or something like that. You're an intuitive person and you can call things out. You don't even have to be, but I'm definitely picking up on that too. High Priestess, people didn't believe in your gifts. But with the Tower and the Hierophant, I feel like the divine is proof. Come on now, angelic guidance. Like, the divine is proving to people that you always knew what you were talking about, or you knew what you were doing. Because for some of y'all, maybe you didn't say anything, but you're like, you deciding to cut somebody off and move in another direction. Everybody looking at you like, well, what did they do to you? And maybe that person kind of like scapegoated you and made it like it was you. Like, oh no, you're the problem. And that's the reason they walked away. Like, you kind of let people have that. That's what I'm getting. Like, you let people have that energy of, well, you know, collective, they I want to say the word, but I'm trying not to say the word. But honestly, I feel like for some of y'all, people tried to make you crazy because your intuition knew something before it was time, or before it happened. And maybe you shared this information with people, and for a long time, I'm getting for years, they never believed what you had to say. But I feel like it's playing out now. What's going on, Erica? What's up, Lo? Thank you for being here. What's going on with this message? But it's like now I feel like, yeah, look, support and angelic guidance in the reverse with friend in the reverse. Some of y'all had people walk away from y'all either based off of your spiritual beliefs, based off of the way you lived your life, or they just thought that, they thought less of you when y'all got into it. Like, when y'all got into it and things happened, they was just like, I mean, I don't really care. Collective crazy anyway. Collective doesn't know what they're talking about anyway. I'm not missing out on nothing being around the collective. But with this 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords, yeah. And with blocked in the reverse, that definitely is giving me the energy of like they didn't. It's a way where I'm having a hard time putting it together, but it's the energy of like people didn't feel threatened by you, is what I want to say. People didn't feel threatened by you. They didn't feel like you had any power. They didn't feel like anything was changing for you. They didn't feel like when you talked about God, you talked about your intuitive ability, you said, call things out like, hey, that's not your friend. Maybe you shouldn't go in that direction. They didn't take it seriously. We have the hater energy here with the op. People thought you were just talking, running your mouth. And I'm hearing they still do. But with this Tower, the Hierophant, the Death card, Three of Pentacles, I feel like the divine is getting ready to show people, like, for one, who you belong to, but two, also your power, your insight, your messages. It's definitely, and y'all know I refer to a lot of like different Bible verses and stuff like that. That's my roots. That's where I came from. But it doesn't mean that I haven't learned a lot about my spiritual journey through experience and things of that nature. But I do refer to the stories, because the stories be so valid in the way that certain things play out today. And I'm not here to say that everything in there is true, but the stories can be used as a prime example of something that could be playing out today. And there's many stories in the Bible where there was a king, there was a pharaoh, there was a group of people, and there was just somebody who felt like they know more than the person that God has sent to tell them something, or the divine has sent to give them an idea, or give them a warning, or give them insight, or some messages. And they never listen. When you think of Noah and the ark, when you think of Moses with the Pharaoh, when you think of um, just any, like, I can't think of them all together, but any like person that God was using to like tell people certain stuff and they didn't believe them, and then whatever ended up happening happened, and then they switched from ha 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 to, oh, that must be the son of God, oh, that must be the woman of God, oh, that must be, like, it's, yeah, nine of wands. And it be based off of either how they look, where they came from, how much money they have, that people never believe them, but the divine always flips the script. And I feel like you're at that stage where the script is getting ready to be flipped. And not only that, but you're going to be exalted around people who see your energy the first time, and they're not like the people that got to test your spirit in such a way, because they're in tune as well with the the high priestess and the hierophant. They know when a divine being is in their presence. They know when they're in the presence of an angelic guided person. And I feel like you were in a time where, and you know how they say a prophet is not welcome in its own city, own town. And I feel like a lot of people had to paint a picture of you because they really couldn't put a finger on like your power. They knew it was something to you, but they didn't really see it as a threat, because either subconsciously they knew that you didn't know how to, wield that power, or they felt like um not enough people believed you also. And I was just thinking about that today. Like, if a person is sharing an idea, let's say they're sharing an idea with you and you disagree with it, but if enough people agree with them that outnumber you and whoever is supporting you, if anyone at all, they will feel validated even though they could be wrong by the divine standards, by law, by fact, by whatever. And I feel like there were a lot of people that were just followers. They didn't see anybody supporting you, so they didn't. They didn't see anybody loving on you, so they didn't. They didn't see anybody going out the way for you, so they didn't. A lot of people were very much so followers and made you feel like you weren't important, but in reality, they was looking for somebody that um, they deemed as a person of respect and authority, and they chose to go into that because that's what everybody else was doing. There's definitely a everybody else energy in out here. What's the Queen of Pentacles? Holy Spirit, what's the Queen of Pentacles? We have the Two of Wands, but it felt kind of like sideways. Which way, Holy Spirit? Reverse, upright, which way? Upright. Queen of Pentacles. See, I feel like whether you knew this or not, you felt it in your soul that the divine had plans for you. God, divine, take it as it resonates. But you felt like the divine had plans for you, and because of that, you was always talking and walking like that, even if it didn't show up. And remember at the beginning of the reading when I said you was kind of moving in a way where you knew that you was powerful, you knew you was divinely guided, you knew it was something more to your life, but you just didn't see it outside of you. I feel like people felt that energy with you too. Yeah, Fool card. They felt that energy with you too, but they didn't really want to like honor that. They didn't want to follow it. Seven of Wands, because in the material world, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, it didn't show what you were investing in, because what you was investing in, it was kind of like it was invisible to the eye. They had to be spiritually in tune to really understand it. This is why with the Two of Cups in the reverse, a lot of people never offered anything because they were waiting to see down the road what was going to happen. But I'm getting also that they wanted it to happen quickly when it came to you. Now we have the Moon card in the reverse, clarifying the Page of Swords. What's the Page of Swords with the Moon? We have the King of Cups and the Judgment. With the Page of Swords in the reverse, that makes me feel like something wasn't able to be seen, but on a subconscious level, people felt it. Because the Moon card is here in the reverse. You feel something, but you don't know exactly what it is. Usually the Moon card in the reverse is like a revealing of things, but I'm not getting it like that. I'm getting it as if it is revealing, like whatever your energy was, whatever you were saying, whatever your advice was, it was revealed to them on a subconscious level that they hadn't tapped deeper into themselves to understand. So, like, let's say, for example, people felt like an intimidation energy off of you, but really it was a power of your purity, or a power of your pure heart, or like your integrity. Let me know if we're still in the building, because it was saying the internet disconnected. Give me a one in the chat if we're still going. Okay, we're still going. Cool. Because it just said internet not connected. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right. What's this High Priestess? But that's what I was saying. With the Moon card in the reverse, it feels like on a subconscious level, they was able to understand you. But then with the King of Cups and the Judgment, it's kind of like you were at an elevated level, but it's something about it not being shown on the outside. You were at an elevated level, but it wasn't being shown on the outside. Nobody could see into whatever it was that you were bringing to the table. They felt it. But people go off of, most people, superficiality. They go off of what they can see instead of what they can sense. And I feel like your energy, even though you were good at sensing things, predicting things, saying things, speaking the truth, how that was reflected back to you and other people was people sensing your energy. But because there was no supportive evidence that one day you'll be wealthy, you have the potential, they felt, but I don't see it. You have the potential to be someone of importance, but because in my mind I don't see anybody of importance dealing with you, I'm going to assume I don't have the time to wait till you get there, type of energy. And I feel like there are people that regret it now. There could also just be a person in particular. We have the King of Wands in reverse. Exactly. There could be a person in particular that didn't listen to some advice that you had. It could be a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. Excuse me. I heard brother. Somebody's brother. Little bear. We have the Four of Swords. Excuse me. So this is someone didn't want to take some advice, but they're meditating on it now. So fast forwarding to current day with the High Priestess energy out here, it's like your energy has spoken for itself, or you at least planted some type of seed in somebody. You gave somebody something to think about that they didn't want to really look at the time. But I feel like someone is having time to like look and see. Someone could be like recovering from some type of illness. They could have an injury with the King of Wands in reverse and the Four of Swords. Somebody could have no choice but to sit down. And they're thinking about a lot. You know how it is when you laying down in your bed and before you go to sleep, you got so much on your mind. We have the Seven of Wands with the Hangman. Somebody is realizing that they weren't really receptive of what you were trying to tell them. And it could have been about finances. It could have been the way that they were investing. I heard thug life. It could have been about somebody's thug life. Okay, Four of Cups, Ten of Cups. In the reverse, Wheel of Fortune. Now, this also could have been, we have the Page of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Some of y'all could have warned somebody about either a relationship they were in. You could have warned them about their family. You could have warned them about the people around them, their co-workers. Somebody's thinking about it now. I feel like somebody has been in the hospital or is in the hospital. Somebody could have like an illness or something and they're like bed bound. Okay, somebody can have dizzy spells out here as well. What's the Tower? I feel like something happened to somebody. We have the Sun card in the reverse. Something happened to somebody, and it was like a ugly truth. Yeah, with the Knight of Swords in the reverse and the Sun card in the reverse. The Knight of Swords is already an unexpected truth. It could be a swift truth, but with it being in the reverse and the Sun card in reverse and the Tower, somebody had an ugly truth that came to them, and I feel like it was about you. It was about what they should be investing in. It was about who they should be listening to. And somebody feels like they should have listened to you. Somebody's really brokenhearted. We have the Six of Cups here with the Hierophant. You know what this feels like? If y'all ever seen that song, seen the song, heard the song, it's a Trey Songz song. And it was, I think it's called Love Lost. And it's what's up, Julie? It's a song called Love Lost, and he was basically saying how he was reminiscing, um, and he was basically saying how he have a different perspective now that he's changed, but he knows that that person would never see him the same. We have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there could be like a Taurus energy here. There could be an Aries, Scorpio. And I'm hearing that song, "When you ain't got your shit together." That song. I don't know what it's called. She don't want no disrespect. Something like that. It was basically talking about like the woman, she don't mean no harm. She just wants you to have your stuff together if you're gonna deal with them. There's a person out here. I feel like you were a light in their life and they're thinking about it now. I feel like things were moving too fast when you were in their life. And they were focused on I heard hammer time, hang time. They was focused on like the fast life or something like that. And then it's like now they're hearing and now I understand everything you were saying, or now I see what you was. Girl, what the fuck is the song? Hold on. Because it's like I'm spewing out the lyrics, but it's not really coming to me the way I. Hold on. Let me go on and put this on here like that, okay? Those. And now I see the man you need. When I look into the mirror, I see change. And I close my eyes and wish you could see the same. Uh, and now I'm stuck on stupid. Rainforest couldn't get wetter than you get. You gave me your love, I abused it. Now I'm facing the music. Oh, how I yearn for your touch. So lonely now that you left me. If I could run away, you know I would. Cause girl, I never loved you like I should. Um, when your love is lost, your whole world's thrown off. When the one you need don't need you, what do you do? I was tripping, wouldn't listen. Now I'm sitting, sipping shots at the bar. Now I'm riding to the 90s hits. Don't want to close my eyes. Don't want to fall asleep. That's what that page of that's what this King of Wands with the Four Swords is. Um, Tell me how can I fly without the wind beneath my wings? Hold on. Now I see the man you need. When I look into the mirror, I see change, and I close my eyes and wish you could see the same, but it's too late. This is somebody, for some of y'all, this is a specific person. Okay. This was somebody who, like, even if y'all wasn't in a relationship, maybe y'all could have been like friends or something like that. I'm picking up on that too. Heavy Scorpio energy out here. Capricorn energy with the Three of Pentacles. Three of Swords is Libra. Hierophant is Taurus. High Priestess is Pisces. Cancer for me is a reader as well. Queen of Pentacles, heavy earth sign. and water sign. What's this page of coins? Page of cups in the reverse. Somebody wishes that they could come and talk to you about what you were saying. They want to, it's a classic case of someone wanting to give you everything that they feel they should have given you, but they didn't. But I'm not getting it where it's like, oh, yeah, they could have treated you better. Yeah, but I'm not getting it in a, oh, I want to give you the relationship of your dreams. No, I'm giving your words of affirmation, your intuitive guidance, your knowledge, your wisdom. Someone wishes that they could have validated it because they understand, or they're beginning to understand what you were saying now, but it's too late because they don't have access, or because you're long gone. What's the page of cups? I can't make it up. Six of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Somebody wants to come and talk to you, but you're long gone. And I'm hearing that. What is that? Jesse McCartney. Why don't you tell him that I'm leaving, never looking back again? Tell him you found somebody that does it better than he can. Somebody could be thinking that you with somebody. I'm gonna pull a couple of those tales of the heart to see what this is, because this definitely feeling like a romantic scenario, especially with the Three of Swords. This could easily be an ex for somebody that was like trying to play you but ended up playing themselves. And now they're kind of like feeling like, someone please call 911. And we got 9 people in the chat with 11 likes. We have the Eight of Cups and the Hermit in the reverse. This is somebody who walked away, but it's like they walked away from you to maybe go towards other things and other people. 4 Wands with the Three of Swords, 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. But now the very people that they walked with, they're fighting with. 5 of Wands. This person could be like struggling at work. They could be wanting a new job. They're tired of making the same type of money. Is also what I'm getting. But this is somebody who feels like the people that didn't listen when Noah was trying to warn them about the storm. Somebody is sitting in heavy like regret, but they either have to hide it or they're not able to express it. This is like somebody that feels like they'll never be able to express to you how they feel because you won't hear it, or they can't get in contact with you. What's this energy? I'm leaving. There's somebody that, look, can you imagine being that person that play games with somebody that was like the key to your fulfillment, or somebody that you later on fall in love with because you realize they was right? Or you realize that all they was trying to do was love you, or you realize that even though they didn't have the value that you was looking for, they now have it, or you can tell they're on their way to it. Can you imagine being that person? That's what this is. Playing themselves was playing you. Playing you was playing themselves. And I'm hearing that song, and I hurt myself by hurting you. Christina Aguilera. Hurt. I would tell you I was wrong. This was somebody that was having a lot of secrets. They had a lot of secrets anyway. Would you help me understand? Yeah, they had a lot of ego. Whether you know it or not, you broke this person's ego down, because I feel like you left. Yeah, time out. You left and stayed gone. You broke somebody down. Like, the longer you stay away from them, the more that they get broken down, because they can't hide in your energy to feel better about themselves. And they think about all of this. Somebody is thinking about like all they had to do was show up. All they had to do was, keep their word, be available, something like that. This is somebody who spent the whole relationship lying, cheating, conniving, or just playing mind games. Excuse me. And now with My Fair Lady, they're getting back the confusion that they gave to you. Yeah, this is somebody that with lovers and friends, they could have put you in like a friends with benefits situation. Yeah, with this sexual healing and then the sailing ship, they got what they wanted and left. This very person is the person that's feeling so much regret now, because they feel like you, for one, you really wasn't that person that they had to do all that to. They treated you very average, and they're upset with themselves, and they understand like how spiritual or magical your energy really was. They were putting on a mask, and then they realized that you came there to be like a blessing to them or something. I just keep getting like all this person's perspective is all you tried to do was love me, be my friend, show up for me. Someone feels like all you was trying to do was love them, care for them. And they was playing all these games like they would with anybody else that they was dealing with, not realizing that you were not a person that was going to keep giving chances. You were not a person that was going to keep letting them play in your face. You just wasn't. And I feel like you was rightfully so the lesson that this person needed to learn, because without a person like you in their life, they would have thought everybody was the same. I'm hearing everything doesn't move on your time. That's another thing somebody was learning. We got goodness. See what I'm saying? Somebody deems you as a very like kind person, very good hearted, very like humble to the divine. They also feel like you're very like God fearing, divine driven. We have blessing. I just showed y'all this card: fulfillment, well being, enlightenment. Somebody feels like you had the keys, baby. They do. Look, evidence. They feel like you had the keys. I'm telling you. It's like, man, my life was, if I would have just sat down and paid attention, it's giving that energy of if I would have just paid attention in trigonometry class, if I would have just listened. And I had that moment the other day because it was certain subjects in high school I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed music class, psychology, and my art class. And I regret not paying more attention and at least keeping up with the teacher I had at that time. Like, I really think about my music teacher and I wonder how he's doing because he was an excellent teacher. But in that class, I did a lot of laughing and playing and giggling and shit. But had I would have paid attention and pursued it, I would be able to read music today. But that's what he was trying to teach me. He was trying to teach us about listening carefully, recognizing instruments that's being played in the music, listening to music from a deeper perspective. And it's like if I could do that whole class over again, I would. And that's just an example. But I'm getting that type of vibe here. Yeah, care. Telling you, somebody feels like all you tried to do was love them and they ruined it. Somebody thinks about having children with you. We got collaboration, backup, unity, and enhancement. Like somebody feels like they should have just worked with you when you was in their life. Some of y'all, this is a friend. It's not romantic at all. Cause I don't got a lot of like romance cards out here. For some of y'all, this is a friend who betrayed you. Okay. This is somebody that you had their back. You was intuitive. Okay. This could be a Scorpio friend. This could be a Capricorn, a Libra, a Taurus friend. You were there for them. You cared for them. Somebody could have also been like making it like you was trying to be their parent or some shit like that. Yeah, third wheel, enemy, mistrust. I told you this is somebody that betrayed you. Some of y'all, this is a friend. Others of y'all, this is a lover. Yep, relaxation, peace, tranquility. Somebody feels like you brought a lot of peace and tranquility to their life. This could have been a friend that made it like you was boring. They could have also made it like you didn't fit in. You was like, excuse me, like you were awkward. Something was wrong with you. This could have even been a friend with this evidence and detection. This makes me feel like somebody that was trying to pick you apart. But you, again, you was a sweetheart to somebody. It doesn't have to be romantic, but this the same. Oh, I thought this was the same. It looked like them. But for some of y'all, this is romantic. For some of y'all, this is platonic. But for, remember I said I started off with this collaboration. I feel like these are multiple people in your life who they're realizing that all you was trying to do was love them. And if they would have slowed down to really see it, they would have been able to understand where you were coming from. But they were just too busy um, to really see what you were trying to say, to really be available to you. Ooh, don't start. Let's see what they would say if they could. Your laugh is amazing, splitting the deck. And I hope you are doing well. Somebody hopes that you are doing well. They hope that You are right. Some of y'all definitely have some friends out here that miss you. Hey, Adonis. I'm late. Gotta rewind. No worries. What you got, Holy Spirit? We got why are you so damn beautiful? So for some of y'all, this is romantic. But even so, with the why are you so beautiful, something you can find somebody beautiful even if it's not romantic. We also have you worry so much, so someone could have felt like you was doing too much. You're all I ever wanted. And we have I see you when I close my eyes. I told you somebody is like reminiscing real bad. And I'm it's somebody for some of y'all, it's somebody that have like an injury, like they're bed bound, like they could have like sprained a wrist, or they hurt their leg or their arm, or something is taking the life out of them. They could have like a stomach ache, they could have like a cold, um something, and it's been lasting for a long time, like it's given 2 to 6 weeks, whatever it is. Somebody could be on bed rest because they like stressing too much. I'm hearing aneurysm. I hope not. Jeez, you fill me up with happiness. I'm telling you, somebody feel like all you was trying to do was love them. I still care about you. Whoever this person is, they still care about you, especially if you think about them a lot. They still care about you. They miss you. I told you with I am ascending, they finally get it. I'm telling you, they feel like you were trying to tell them. For some of y'all that's intuitive, you gave a lot of advice to people who did not listen to you. But with this, you are amazing. They feel like your gift has expanded, or they feel like you know what you're talking about now. With the standby card, it took them a minute to realize it, but they're realizing it now. Can we just talk it over? I told you, for some of y'all, this is somebody that want to talk to you. Others of y'all, this is somebody the divine is showing them who you are. And we got I want to be strong like you. So you are a role model to somebody out here. And then we got, can we work this out? You deserve the best. And I know I was a fool, but I'm sorry. Okay. So that's the message. Follow me over to TikTok, where we will do a collective message as well as discounted personal reads on the live if you're interested. Okay, the link is in the description box below for that. I want to thank y'all for being the best part of what I do. I love you so much, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.